Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Saturday. This video here is long overdue. I got married with children on in the background back there, but anyway. Figured I'd come out here and get a little crap session in. Well, just a practice thing. I haven't been out here in months. Just got finished cleaning it all up and everything, but I want to give a huge shout out to my friends in Charlotte, Jay and Danielle. They went to Las Vegas probably back in, I would say, December or so. And they were nice enough to go around and give me a care package, bring me back a care package of some chips from different casinos that they went to. I'd like to share that with you guys before I embarrass myself on this craps table, because I haven't picked up dice in quite a while. So let's see whether I can get this here to come up. The first one, let's see, this is the Horseshoe in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's a dollar chip. Pretty cool little chip. They also went to the Palms, which is in Las Vegas. They went to the Strat, which is a pretty cool casino, Stratosphere. They went to, what is this? The The M Resort. There you go. It's a nice, cool little chip. They also went to Resort World, Las Vegas. Awesome. They went to the Palace Station. All right. Palace Station. They went to the Venetian. All right, cool. And of course, the Orleans. I know a lot of people that have been there. I've actually been there as well. I got this chip already, but they went to Harrah's, Las Vegas, and they went to the one and only Circus. All right. So they brought me back a pretty cool collection of chips. Jay and Danielle, I appreciate that. They also brought me different sets of dice from different casinos. This one right here. These right here, these are actually dice that have been played in the casino, and they are not drilled and tapped. So these ones right here came from the Paris in Las Vegas. They have been used on the table. Got the little Eiffel on there. All right. I think there's two sets from the Paris. Yeah, these right here. This is a different color, but those are from the Paris as well. These ones right here, and none of these have been drilled, so they're actually pretty good, cool practice dice that you can use. These right here came from the Horseshoe over there in Las Vegas. Jay and Danielle, man, those are some good people, man. I love them. They got me two sets from there as well. Alright, so that's that color and then that color right there. So these are from the Paris and those are from the Horseshoe. And these, oh, they got me three sets from the Horseshoe over there in Las Vegas. So those three are from, and then they actually got, I'm surprised that they were able to do that, because Harrah's is staying stingy. They don't like to give you nothing, but anyway, they were able to get me some dice from Harrah's over in the fabulous Las Vegas. I know, isn't that something? So a big shout out to my friends that went out there during that month and had a good time out there walking around and enjoying the scenery out there in Las Vegas. And they were kind enough to think of me and bring me back a nice collection of chips and a nice collection of dice that I could bring out here and practice with. As you guys know, I have put craps on the back burner. I have different goals. When I first started messing around with dice, yeah, I got on fire. I did. I got on fire. I got lit up under this thing because I thought that, this game right here, yeah, I could do it. I could beat this game, or it was a fun time for when I started. So until now. So it's not that I've quit playing craps, it's just that I've scaled down because I've got different priorities. I'm trying to, I've got something really big going for me for the future. So I've decided to dedicate my energy and my finances to that instead of taking a chance with my finances in the casino. Now, not saying that I'll ever not go back. Yeah, of course I'll always go back and play every now and then, but it won't be like how I used to play all the time. So with that being said, I'll still come out here and practice and do a couple of visits. There'll be very minimal visits in the casino, but and it's not because I lost or because I'm bored with craps or anything like that. It's just that I have to set myself up for the future. I also have to make sure that my kids and their kids are also set up for their future. That's my responsibility as a dad, and I will stick to that 100%. So if I have to put things that are not priority, on the back burner, that's just me. I grew up, in a way, if something's not important to you, that is not benefiting you, which craps is not benefiting me. You know what I'm saying? You either know how to play or you don't. Or it's like, it's just not that important. So, not saying that I don't like it, once again, but alright, so what we're going to do is I do have a trip coming up here soon, so that's why I'm out here. I'm actually going to try to remember how to do this because it's been a minute, and I'm telling you, so this could be a disaster. These are brand new dice from the Casino Tiers. These, I haven't even used these ones yet. These are the ones that I think I got from John Cocos. I actually got these. He sent those in. But those are brand new dice. So, here goes nothing. I might as well put a little bankroll out. We'll start with $500. Let's see, that's one. Of course, it'll be a quarter table because most of the time around here, that's all we have anyway over in Cherokee. So, and the sad part about it is that not this week coming up, but the following week, I am actually doing a job in O'Connell Lufty. And if you guys know where O'Connell Lufty is, it's actually 10 minutes away from the casino. So I'm going to have to be very disciplined because they have sent me a free play voucher. Several of them trying to get me back in the building. Let's do some red. But I have to stay disciplined. I have to stay focused on my goal. And like I said, I'm not gonna ever play again. It's just that I've scaled down, So with that being said, let's try to get a practice session in and see what I still know what I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do a $600 bankroll since we'll put some red up in there. All right, here we go. All right. Let's get all this hair in the bank. Right here. And let's see whether we could make some money. I'm actually kind of intimidated because I haven't played in so while. But we'll do the usual Mr. Yo 11 play. We're hopping the sixes. It doesn't matter. And we're going to do a nickel crap check. So here we go. Fresh out of disaster zone. You guys stay tuned. And let's see where Mr. Yo 11 ends up. Alright, here we go. Same dice set. Let's get these big boys up from up here. My dice set is always going to be 3, 6, 6, 5. I'm never changing this. I don't need another dice set. It's just been very loyal to me during the time of my play. And I noticed another thing. I'm not trying to ramble on too much. I actually felt myself getting a little bit cocky, and that's not me. That's actually not who I am. I'm a very humble person, and I like to have fun. So I actually did feel myself gravitating to a little bit of cockiness, like I, have an advantage on this game, which I don't think I do. Alright, so here we go. Dice are out. And would you not believe it? For my first toss, we got a 6, 5, Yo 11. Now that makes me happy. Let's see whether I can see that. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you can see that from there. That's a 6, 5, Yo 11. That's pretty cool. We're going to lose this and this, but we are going to gain a nickel. So this and this will go right back out. So we'll rack a nickel. Okay. All right. That was pretty cool. It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I am very rusty, man. It's kind of like I'm intimidated by my own table. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Ooh, it's a runner. All right. We got a wide split on the end. And that is a hard 4. That is 2 2s. The 2-2, as they would say it. All right, so we lose that 20. Point becomes a 4. For giggles, we are going 30, 30, 30, and 30. It doesn't matter. No 10. This is just for giggles. So, alright, hopefully we could do something. Alright, no odds. That is a true statement. And most of the time when you play, if you haven't played in a long time, you probably shouldn't even bet. You should probably just do a pass line. That's what I recommend. Just do a pass line. And then see where it lands. We got a 5-1-6. I could have used that on the beginning. My dice are splitting. That's a 5 and a 1. 5-1-6. Let's pay for that. And we're gonna rack it. What we do is we always try to recoup what we have out there first. before we even try to start pressing bets. I mean, because you've already got over $100 out there. All right, dice are out. That's aces. A wasted roll. Aces. 2 dots. All right. These are brand new dice. They are sharp. You can feel those things. Oof. All right, here we go. Dice are out. Still using the 2-finger pinch grip. That's what I call it. Lay them flat. And then bring in the closures like that. It's always going to be like that. Then I tilt them up just a little bit to try to keep my dice from going into that hook over there. All right. Dice are out. We got a 2, 1, 3. These are craps numbers. When you see stuff like that, that means that something ain't good unless you're on a crapless table. That's the only time that right there should be in your favor. Those extremes. On a regular table, that's not good, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, dice are out. 2-finger. Closure. Little tilt up. That is a 6, 1, 7. And usually that's what happens. When you start seeing those crap numbers like that, that's usually what's coming after them. I've seen it so many times. So many times. We only collected 1. So that right there would be considered a loss. Alright, so we got a little bit of money left in our rack. We'll give it another shot. We're going back out on the line. We're going to do a nickel crap check this time, and we're not going to hop 6s because, I mean, things aren't going the way they should be going at the moment. So don't risk money that you really shouldn't. So this time we're going to take a different approach. Dice are out. Dot! Hush! Is that even Dot? Oh my God. Both dice off the table. That neoprene up under there, that ain't no joke. You hit it just right, and them dice are gone. Where'd they go? Hang tight. Holy gee, it went up under, all the way up under the step to the spot. Ah. Bouncy surface. But I recommend people practice on bouncy surfaces. I do. Alright, let's try that again. Is that Dot? Let me see. Dot? Stop. Stop it, Dot. Dot. Guess she's not gonna stop. Alright, here we go. Dice are out. Now, if that ain't a distraction for you, I don't know what is. Dice are out. Alright, we got a, looks like a 5, 3, 8. That is a 5 and a 3. 8. Alright, so the point becomes an 8. And what we're going to do is, because, I mean, we're on a limited bankroll. Let's see whether we can't hit that 8. Alright. Dice are out. That's minimum exposure right there. Even though we got money in our rack. Alright, here we go. That's right. You can't have one without the other. That's a 2-1-3. Again. I'm usually on the crapless table, so I mean this actually wouldn't hurt. We got a crapless table over there in Cherokee that is fire. I'm talking, it is a great table to play on if they haven't changed the layout on it. They've moved all the tables to the back area over there. So that table, oh my gosh, it's amazing to play on. All right, dice out. Alright, that is, my gosh, the horn numbers. That's all the dots. That's a 12. I mean, you can tell I am not conditioned. I mean, because usually this dice set actually gives me inside numbers. I mean, it's going to take a lot of practice to get back to where I was. Or where I thought I was, or where I could be, you know? Alright, dice are out. And usually in the casino, you don't have a dog barking in the background either. Especially when it's your dog. Dice are out. Alright, we got a 6-3-9. This one dice right here is showing that 6 a lot. It's a 6-3-9. Dice are out. We got a 4-5-9 or 5-4-9. You know, at this time, we're not really worried about, you know, the money. Because we're trying to get back in the groove. So, the money that stays in the rack, it's safe, you know. You're not really worried about it. So, be smart. Don't be silly and put your money back out there even though you see a couple of numbers getting hit. Like, that could have been 2 hits on a 9. Yeah, I know, but I haven't played in a while either. So, I could easily get clipped by that 7. Dice are out. That's a 3-1-4. And sometimes you have to let these rolls go. But at least it's showing you something within your mechanics and within your tossing. And, you know, it's showing you something. What you need to be doing to try to get back and focused on what you used to be able to do. If you haven't practiced a long time like me. Alright, dice are out. That was a hard toss, but we got a very bouncy 3-1-4 again. So that was 2 9s and 2 4s. So we'll see what's happening. I mean, we are getting the 3s. We are getting the 4s and the 5s. So look at your dice. See what it's showing you. Dice are out. Very hard toss. I knew that was going to happen, but just, that would have landed right. That would have been a 5-3-8. Anyway, would have been not. 3-6, 6-5. Dice are out. That's a 5-5. That's a hard 10. 10 hard. 2 5s. 3 6 6 5. Dice are out. So much on that right there. That is all the dots one more time. That would have been a repeater on the 12 in Mississippi. Sure would have. In Harris, they got that table with those repeaters on there. That's a good table. If you can get repeating numbers, that's the one you want to be on. Dice are out. That's another 3-1-4. 3 1 4. So the 4s are showing out today. But we're not really worried about it. At the moment, we're just trying to get dialed back in to see what we can do. But boy, it sure would have been nice. I'd have had that 4 at 150 by now. Anyway. Dice are out. That was a quick split, and you know what happens when you get a quick split? It hit right here and went choom choom. So good deal. You get the 3-4 or the 4-3-7 out. All right. So I mean, we had $25 at risk. We were able to see a little bit of what we should be doing, I guess. I'm hoping. We're going to give this one more shot, and then we're going to shut it down. I should have brought Dot in because she is really mad at somebody. The neighbors over there. Nova! Nova! I thought I heard Nova upstairs. Nova! Nova! I thought I heard somebody up there, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I'm hearing things. Alright, let's try this one more time. This will be the last hoorah, and then we're getting out of here. My wife should be back home she had a Walmart order to pick up. We're leaving early in the morning for our destination. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to rest up because we got a long drive ahead of us. Tomorrow it's spring break for the kids. Stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted on where we're going to end up at. Alright, 3 6 6 5. It is down south. I will tell you that much. 3 6 6 5. Dice are out. Hard toss gets you a 2 3 5. A hard toss gets you a 0.5. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see whether we can't have a little bit of fun. Alright. We'll put a little bit of money out there. We're just going to go 6 8 9. 30 each. 6 8 9. Probably should get the 4. For giggles. Put a quarter on the 4. Screw it. Nova! Nova! Can you let Dot in her room? Can you let Dot in her room? She's barking. I'm doing a video, and she's barking real loud. Can you go let her in her room, please? And thank you. Love you. Hurry, Nova. Alright, here we go. Dice are out. Alright, we got a 6 hard. I need you to let Dot in. Go let Dot in real quick. She's barking on the side over there. It's a 3 and a 3. It's a hard 6. Came in a 3. Ooh, who told you you could get that soda? All right, let's get paid for that. Don't let the dog in for me. Hurry. Just go to the door down there and say, Doc, come here. And she'll go in. And give her some food. Thanks. No, I don't think so. Alright. 3665. That's right. We got a 314. I'm glad we grabbed it. I'm glad we grabbed that 4. Yep. So 1 and a 3 right there. 4. Alright, we'll get 50 for 1. That's actually 49. Alright, here we go. That's her out. We got a 415. All right. 415. That would be the point. All right, we'll get paid for that. We're going to go right back out there on the crap check. And we'll keep on going. Dice are out. That's a 4. Hard 4. That was a 2-2. That 4 is really dominant at the moment. Crazy. Points 4. I hear Nova calling Dot. Good job. Those are good kids, I'll tell you. 3665. Dice are out. We got a 538. So 358. We're gonna move that 25 to the off the 4. We'll put it on 5. Alright, we'll get paid for that 8. Alright. Dice are out. 3665. My goodness, look how that dice just landed up in that dang thing. That was a 314. That's so funny. That dice just sat up in there. That boing just sat up in there. Let's see how much time we got. I don't want to mess up this. Whoa, 33 minutes. My goodness, it's a long video. All right, here we go. 3665. Lay my dice down flat. Grab the rail. Tilt it just a little bit. We got a 549. It's a 549. Let's go ahead and get paid for that. Yeah, I should press, but nope. I need what I gotta get back first. It's not worth it yet. 3665. We got a 325. 325. Alright, dice are out. Oh, now my neighbors let their dog out. Unbelievable. Great. That's her out. My goodness. Yep, there it is. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a 617 out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's been enough practice for today. And we are going to shut it down. I am, sweetie. I am. Mimi will be home here in a little bit. So, alright, so out of that $600, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 75. I got $505. So we lost $95 just like that. Okay? Not too bad. You can live to fight another day with that. Right there. You're still in the game, I think, with $500. I think you can still play with that. If you played it the way that I just played it, by just utilizing that pass line on that second run. But that second run, if we would have had a couple of numbers out there, we probably could have made a little bit more, but probably could also get you 2 as well. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Mr. Yo11. Just giving you guys a quick update. Small little practice session. I'm not playing craps that much anymore, but I still do like the game. I'll still be in the area, and I still will frequent every now and then. So, but until then, just remember, like today, this little practice session, you got to be disciplined. I mean, especially like me, if you ain't played in a long time, don't put all your money out there and think that you're going to just come out swinging for the fences and you're going to hit a home run. Sometimes that happens. But I'm going to tell you, most of the time, that's a random roller. I've made more money off of people that just pick up the dice and throw them. Like that right there. That's a 6. I made more money at people that just go like this right here. That's a 10. I mean, I made more money off of people that look, that's aces. I mean, it's just crazy how somebody that really don't, there's a 6, 516. Somebody that don't even care can sit out there, that's a 426 right there. I mean, somebody that don't even care like we do, that right there would have been a 3, but it hit that dice. Anyway, but we are so dedicated and whoa, damn. We're so dedicated on fixating on this control thing that we can actually make it do what we want it. When all you gotta do really, that's a 639. I've already out-tossed my hands by just going like that right there. That's a 459. I've already done, look. I'm serious. It's the weirdest thing ever. So, I'm going to give y'all a secret. That's a 6-4-10. In Biloxi, at the Brownwater Bash, I promise you, that's a 12. You're going to make more money off the shake and bake guy. That's another 12. That's the repeater. You're going to make more money on the Brownwater Bash. That's aces again. That's the repeater on the aces. Then the guy that's going like this. 7. Trust me. I've made more money off of people, even here in Cherokee, off of a guy that just takes them and throws them down. 516. So, Random might be the way to this game. With that being said, remember, try to toss them till you boss them. And remember, discipline is your best friend when you're out there and you got your hard-earned money at risk for the casino to take away from you. You could do a lot more with that money with your family or somebody else than giving it to somebody that's already got more money than you could ever imagine. All right, it's been Mr. Yo 11. That's enough.